What's up? It's Robert here. Syslo Ventures, marketing, advertising, promotion, branding, reality TV, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about the math of advertising. Math of advertising, okay? Because you need to understand marketing and you need to understand the money, okay? Because somewhere, someone put the false idea that you put money in the machine and the machine just gives you money instantly. What they don't tell you about is the time that it takes to actually get that machine to produce money for you, because there's a system that has to go through this. So I want to break this down for you so you understand with a modest, okay budget, what's actually happening with your money and how that money is getting allocated in your advertising campaign, so you really get why things take this long. Now, we'll just use a simple number. Let's just say, hypothetically, your ad budget for the month that you've allocated is $3,000. That is not a lot of money in advertising. Guys spend millions, $500,000, 100,000, but let's just say you're starting out and you want to be a rock star and you want to sell your products and you say, all I've got is $3,000 to budget for the entire month. Now, let's just say on average a month is what? 31 days? An average month is 31, right? All the rest are 31, right? April, June, whatever that damn saying is. Let's just say the majority of the year, 31 days is the month, right? Let's just look. Okay, so if I take 3,000 and I divide by 31 per day, this is the total amount of ad spend I have to play with. $96 a day, right? Now, when you go into Facebook or you go into Instagram or any platform and you set the budget and you say, I have 31 days, my budget's $3,000, you can spend no more than $96 a day, right? Good. You understand that? We're capped. We cannot, the platform will not go above. It may go a little, like a little bit above, a little below, right? Maybe like 96.75 or 95.89. Like it's not gonna always be exact, but it's not gonna be like 96.200. It'll be 96, okay? Good. So our daily budget is $96. And you say, oh, but Robert, I have a 3 platform I want to market on. I want to run ads on the Facebook. I want to run the ads on the Instagram. I want to run the ads on the TikTok. Okay, now let's really look at how much money you have every day. 3 platforms. Oh, let's say you want to, okay, let's just use 3. All right, we'll do 4. YouTube. Now, you have $96 a day divided by 4. You have $24 to spend here, $24 to spend here, $24 to spend here, and $24 to spend there per day. So that platform now, you see how everything's falling apart, going down and getting smaller? That means that for your lead generation campaigns, your e-commerce product sale campaigns per platform, you have a maximum of $24 per day to spend. That's it. You tracking? Now, good. So we have that allocated. We have that whole thing going on. We know now that actually I only have $24 a day per platform in this scenario with $3,000 to budget. Now, let's say your target is leads. Let's say your target is a product that you want to sell. I mean, the math is the same. It's the same. You're new. It's a brand new company, or maybe you haven't, it's been a long time since you've advertised. It's been a while, right? What do you have to do? Well, first thing you got to do is you got to turn all the campaigns on for each of these platforms. Good. The platforms start firing. Okay? Do you know how much money it takes for the platform to make sense and find the correct audience, to find the correct people? It takes a lot of money, right? So let's say, here we go. Let's just say we turn your ads on Monday. We go through, we spend your first day $96. Okay? Let's just say we go Monday to Monday, 7 days. So that means you spent, this is how much you spent in 1 week. But that's not really true. That is the total number you spent for the whole week. Let's look at individually for the platform. 24 times 7 is $168 per platform. That is all you've spent. That is all you've spent total in the week on each individual platform. So you're not really spending $3,000 on a platform. You've only spent $168 in 1 week for Facebook. Now I'm going to get really tricky on you here, okay? So this is 7 days. 4 weeks in a month. 4 weeks, so let's do the math on that. 168 times 4, 672, right? That's correct. So 672, 672, 672, 672, give or take times, let's just do that by 4, 2668. So the math is a little off here, but I didn't put in the percentages. So you're around $3,000 almost. We're rounding up. So in 1 month, that's where you're at. Okay, now I didn't put the decimals in there. It would be closer to 3,000. But look at how much you've actually spent on each platform, $672 in 4 weeks because you broke it up on all those platforms. You tracking? You got the math? It makes sense? Good. Now, let me erase this. You got your 672. Let's say your average product costs you, your e-commerce product that you want to sell is $40. That's how much your e-commerce product is. Okay? For the first week, you spent $168 just on one platform. But your product costs $40. You might have to spend anywhere to get a campaign to work $200 to $300 at first to get one sale. Which means that conversion is stupid. That means that you spent $200 to make 40. Not the greatest, but you only had 7 days to market. Now what's happening on the back end with all this stuff, right? Let me erase this. You guys tracked, you got the numbers. At $24 a day, you're only gonna get $24 of promotion. Which means that's how many people you'll reach, which, I mean, depending on the type of campaign, I mean, could be 1,000, could be 70 people, could be 100 people to reach that. This is a cold audience, by the way. They don't know you. So you've spent $24 to reach this group of people. Every single day you're reaching this many new people, right? Now on a conversion factor, maybe it takes, I don't know, 1,000 people to actually to see your ad more than 3 times to actually decide I want to buy. So if that's the case, let's just say in a group of 70, let's just give it a round number. Let's just say out of $24, 100 people saw the ad. It takes them 3 times to actually decide I like it, to even investigate it. That means you would have to spend times 3, 70, what is that? 24, that's 8, 24, 24. Sorry, I'm just gonna do the math. 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 83. So you spent $83 just to get someone to actually, one person to just pay attention. They haven't even bought yet. We don't even know if the audience is right because on the back end, you have multiple campaigns that are going. Let's say you have to split test. So this is ad A, this is ad B, this is ad A1 variant, this is ad B1 variant, this is ad C, this is ad C1 variant. You have 20, now look at the breakdown. You only have how much a day? $24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 6, that's 4, right? $4. So you're actually only spending $4 an ad. Now this is the total amount of money per ad you have available in one platform. If you run this many ads, you don't have to, but if you want to test, this is how much money you actually have available to you to find out whether or not a campaign actually works. Okay? This is campaign A is only going to spend $4 a day because your budget per that day is $24. Now, let's just say on average, let's just say the cost of a product's $40. And you want to try to get that sale for $10 or less. How long do you think it's going to take these campaigns to optimize to get to this number while you're working on all these campaigns, you have to find the right audience. So you have to find the right audience, right? You got to find the right people. You don't even know if they're going to be right. You got to find if they're interested. You have to market to them. You have to remarket, send them more data and information. But you've only got 6 ads going at $4 a day. That's not a lot of money to reach someone. That's very small. That might be 20 or 50 people. So when you sit here and you say, oh, I spend a lot of money in my ads, you're spending realistically $4 an ad per day. So you cannot think with, I spent $3,000 and I didn't get an ROI. Look at how your ads are broken down. That's one platform. Do this on all the platforms because you got to split test, you got to test creative, you got to test messaging, you got to text, you got to test copy. So if I break that out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what was the other one? YouTube. I have $96 a day, $24 a day to spend. If I run conservatively 6 campaigns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all $4 a campaign. Do you think I'm spending enough to get do you think I'm spending enough here to actually hit a really ridiculous goal at that level? No, I'm not. I'm doing enough to collect data. Okay? Data will tell me campaigns 6, 5, 4 are crap. Goodbye. Campaigns 1, 2, 3 crap on IG. Goodbye. Campaigns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crap on TikTok. Goodbye. YouTube's performing, let's just say all 6 are performing. So what do I do with this? Good. I can take this extra 12 and I can add that here to these because they're actually performing. So now I've increased the value of these campaigns to 8. Same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 12. I can increase now to 12. Now I'm just moving money around. This one had crap, this one's working. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I can actually jump that to $20 a day. That's going to perform pretty well. This stays the same. So now you're just moving all this money around after you've done your tests, you get your data, but you're still within your budget of $3,000. But you don't get this information overnight. 14 days, realistically, at this spend for it to start to make sense. And if your product is $40 and it costs you $10 to acquire a customer, that means that these campaigns have to finagle, work, and run. Let's say after 4 days of this, so that's what, okay, so $24. Let's say eventually every 4 days you get 3 sales, right? So what is that? 24 times 3 is what? 24 times 3. So you spend $72 and you get 4 sales from this. You get 4 sales. That's awesome, right? What did I say, 4? Is that what I said? 4 days and you get 4 sales at $40? Made $160. That means you spent $72 and you made $160. I'd do that all day. But this does not happen within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Sometimes it doesn't happen in 60 days. Sometimes it doesn't happen until 90 days. Why? Because there's a lot of limiting factors in there. Your budget is a big factor in that. But you have to think with this. You cannot expect to have magic happen. It can happen, but you got to ride through the graph of 0, up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit. These are all points of increase of sales. Now, one of the craziest things we've ever done was we've taken a budget of $250 and made that convert at a $14 price point 7 times a week. Think about that. Just think about the math, right? Think about that. So at $250, that's all we had, that's all the person could do. So $250 divided by 31 is $8 per day. That's before we break out the 2 platforms, which we focus on Facebook and Instagram. 4 and 4. That's now. Look at where we're at. Nothing. Now we haven't even set up the campaigns yet. So let's say we do 2 campaigns. I think this particular campaign took about 5 months before it started really churning and burning. But so these cost $2 a piece. That's all that was being spent on that ad was $2 a day. That's nothing. But you know what happened? The product sold with shipping for $59.95. That was the e-commerce product. With this budget, we were able per week to average between 14 and 18 sales at $59.95. So let's say on average 15. They were ROIing $900 a week. They were making $900 sales on the company. Their expense, that is what their expense was to make that. 56. But what did they have to go through? 250 times, I think I said 5. So they spent $1,000 before they were positive of making $900 almost a week off of a $250 ad campaign. So these first 90 days are tough. 30 days is tough, 60 days is tough, 90 days is where we start to see the thing. But you need to think, when you do your ad spend, when you're doing advertising or you hire an agency, the breakdown of where this actually goes. Because once you start saying, well, I want Facebook, and I want Instagram, and I want YouTube, and I want Google ads, and I want Amazon, and I want yada yada, I want my grandma's kitchen, whatever, okay? You gotta break that number down, 96. So 96, we did it before, I think it was $24 a day for 4. What if you try to do, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 5, was that 5? 6? You're down to $16 a day per platform allocated before you even set up the multiple campaigns that you want to run here. So you got to be strategic. So the people out there where you think, oh, $3,000, I should make $12,000 immediately. Get it out of your head. Not going to happen. You need to go and suffer through the conditions. Now, the only way to bypass this problem or all of this, and you're not going to like it, is to get your budget around there. $100,000. Now let's look at it. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. 4 platforms divided by, that's 25 grand. 25K, 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 25K. Wow. Now I can freaking go ham on all of my ads here. Now the only caveat is you're going to spend a lot more to get more data, but you're going to get the data, you're going to get the information faster, but you're going to burn through that money faster because you have so much to allocate. Well, this is, did I do that right? 25K per month. Did I say that? Yeah, 25K per month per platform, which means you have per week to spend 25,000 divided by, no, that's not how you do it. 25,000 divided by 4 is 6,250 per week divided by 7. You have $892 per day to spend on 4 platforms. Sorry, I did that math a little bit backwards. So you really only have, yeah, so this is per week. This is the budget per week. This is the budget per day. 892 per day, almost 1,000 a day, right? Now you divide that 1,000 per day by 4. You have $223 to spend per day. Which is still good, but I mean, we started with 100,000 for the month. Look at where we're at. You see how that breaks down? So you have to realize when someone says, Oh, I spend $5,000 a month. Depending on where those platforms and that money's allocated will depend on the success of your ads, will depend on how long it's going to take for your ads to actually be profitable. But you got to look at the breakdown of what that spend is per day and how many campaigns you want to run on that platform per day, the demographics, the targeting, the type of ad. Is it a video? Is it a carousel? What is it? There's so many factors to make advertising work. But you sit there and you think to yourself, I should be making thousands of dollars from day one. Get it out of your head. This is the math. This is the breakdown, and you need to understand it. I hope that provides some clarification for you in marketing. I hope it gives you an idea of breakdowns of advertising. And don't beat up your ad company. Don't beat them up. They have to play with this. You give them a budget of what? Oh, I only have $2,000 to spend, but I want to be on these platforms. Don't beat them up, because when they get things moving, they're performing miracles. Because you break that number down, you see how much money you actually have to work with. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video today. Listen, I got a couple things I want to share with you. If you want help with promotion and marketing training on how to build a brand, transform your brand, you can go to sysloventures.com/secrets revealed. It's a 200 course program online that gives you everything from starting with nothing all the way up to taking you to advertising. And whatever questions you might have, it's very simple, very short, very effective, get you going. Number two, if you need any help with anything digital, video production, web design, graphic design, maybe you need printers, maybe you need flyers, maybe you need graphics, social media posting, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn posting, Twitter posting, video production, consulting, training, any of those items, we can help you with that. You can just go to sysloventures.com, sign up there, go to the branding page, check out the webinar that I have, take a look at all that. And then lastly, if you're a high-end corporate client, one that's spending north of $60,000 a month in advertising spend, you can go to syslospice.com, and we have special corporate enterprise pricing for you just over there, and everything digital, all right? So if you need anything, all the links are below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.